not weird like this. I want to go to parties, want to have fun, have to make the experience whatever it is that you want it to be. That it's not worth your life. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Zora Sade, and I am back again with another video. Today we have Alyssa and
Onaya.
And today, guys, we're gonna be doing like a sit down video. I know this is a little bit different, but we just felt like it was a bunch of different topics that we needed to touch on. So our topic is overall being black at a PWI. So the first thing we want to do is starting by like sharing each of our stories a little bit briefly, so y'all could get a little bit of background, see if y'all relate to us, if y'all are in high school still, about to go to college, thinking about college, whatever the case may be. So for me personally, originally when I was in high school, I decided like, okay, when I go to college, I knew I was going to college, but I decided I wanted to go to a HBCU. And I was saying that for the longest and just trying to look into different schools and things like that to see where I wanted to go. And I really, even throughout the college application process, I was set on going to a HBCU. I did not want to go to a PWI whatsoever. But as y'all can see, here I am. Here I am. So, you know, different things happen. Sometimes, you know, plans change in life and you really have to just go with the flow. So that was just kind of what that was like for me.
Okay, so I knew I was going to college like Zora, but like this wasn't my first choice either. So it was a lot of trial and error when it came to picking what school. Like, I feel like my parents definitely influenced my decisions a lot when it came to like where I wanted to go initially, but you know, and eventually I just ended up picking what I thought would be most financially suitable, because I just didn't want to burden them like that. So it's like, yeah, I did pick a school which I wasn't really intending on going to, but you know, I will say the academics here are strong. So, and I met an amazing group of people here too. So yeah.
So for me, I grew up around like people of color like all my life. That's what I've been around. So my major is biopsychology. So as I was thinking about my future and how my major it caused me to deal with or communicate with people from diverse backgrounds and people that does not look like me. So in my mind, like I already kind of knew what I was getting myself into by choosing to apply. Like Zora just said, it's a PWI. Like there's not that much of people of color here, but I kind of wanted to give it a chance because I wanted to be around people that did not look like me and that were different from me. But like Alyssa just said, like it's what you make it, the people you choose to be around and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of my little background.
And I agree, like 100%. For me, it was also just a thing of like, you just have to think about what it is that you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do in your future, that's perfectly fine, especially if you are still in high school. I would say think about it. Sometimes people may tell you like, oh, you have time. Y'all, time goes by so fast. Like in the blink of an eye, you're going to be at the next point in your life. So do not waste your time like, oh, I have time, constantly putting things to the side. No, like do your research, figure out what you want to do with your future. Really think about that. Even if you're still in high school, start looking into colleges. If you think that you want to go to college, definitely do that. Start now, and it will make the process a lot easier when you do actually get there. So do not wait at all. So Onaya did touch on it a little bit. She was saying like how we do come from like schools where we're surrounded by predominantly people of color. We're from areas predominantly people of color. So this was a completely different experience and still is. We're still adjusting to it. However, I want to let y'all know that even if you are right now, like if you're in high school and you're thinking about, oh, I want to go to a PWI, and you're literally the opposite of me where I was like, oh, I want to go to HBCU, that's perfectly fine as well. If you're like Onaya, where she's like, okay, in my field, I know I'm going to have to work with a bunch of different people, and this is what you want to set yourself up for already in college, do that, go for it, and do not be afraid to do so. But regardless of where you go, you have to make the experience whatever it is that you want it to be. It's not about the school, it's not about the people that go there, but it's about like what you want your experience to look like, pretty much. And we found our people. We got each other, you know.
Also,
You're not
interesting
gonna
backstory to that. But
no, literally. We could touch on that at another point. But no, seriously, like, you will find your people. You will not be the only person of color. You will not be the only black person at your school. You may be the only black person in your class, or a few of them. It definitely happens. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. But it really depends on where you go, for real. And don't be afraid to like branch out and socialize. So do y'all have anything to say about that, like the whole socializing portion, how that's been going for us? Because we've been getting out of our comfort zone for real here, like in so many ways.
I'll go first. Okay, so I'll start right from like orientation day. I already knew that I had to walk up to people because I wasn't about to walk around looking like a loner or like looking lost. So the first person I walked up to, she was in the same boat as me. So it made me feel more comfortable, and like it made it easier for me to walk up to people as well, because I also saw people looking the same way as me when I first got there. And so I think when I first came here for like welcome week and we officially moved in, I think that kind of like transferred over, because it didn't feel hard for me to kind of walk up to people, especially like people of color and people who look like us, because, you know, we gotta stick together. Just, you know, because like it doesn't hurt. It's literally not the end of the world. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna talk to you. They're gonna respond and make conversation with you.
Literally.
So.
And if like even from that split interaction, if you decide like, okay, the vibes is not vibing over here, or I don't really see this going anywhere, that's fine. But like, at least you took the chance.
Word.
But yeah.
Also, one more thing. Do not generalize that all people are the same, because trust me, they're not. True. There are some out there who are super nice and actually genuine, and there are some who are
we not even that's it. Who are
y'all know. But don't generalize on all of them, because there are some who will genuinely be helpful to you and actually befriend you. So if like you try to interact with them and they don't mess with you, like,
y'all. We've had a number of experiences here already where we was just like, why are y'all weird like this? Like, people will literally blatantly ignore us, pretend like they don't hear us talking to them. Y'all, it happens. So we're just trying to like warn y'all about a little stuff to, you know, be aware of. Things do happen, but also we don't want y'all to be afraid. Like, if this is what you want to do, don't be scared to do it. Like, another big thing, like, especially if you are still in high school, like, do not play around. A lot of times they'll say, oh, colleges aren't looking at this, they're not looking at they're looking. And then when you get to college, like, you are on your own. You know, you have to be more independent. It's literally like, it takes a lot of discipline to really get up for your classes, because you don't have anybody on you. You have an 8 o'clock, you have a 9:30. You don't have anybody telling you or calling you, are you in class, or get out of bed. You don't have your professors checking, looking for you. You don't have your school calling home like high school used to do. You don't have any of that. Like, you have to do it on your own. So you have to be disciplined. Like, start now, seriously, because you're on your own for real. Like, you got to put that work in. Remember why you're there, for real. Like, actually remember why you're there and put your all into it.
And if you don't know why you're there,
you better find out.
Honestly, find out.
You better find out.
Don't even bother. Like,
no, literally, that's another thing too, because we're talking about like experience in college, but like we do realize college is not for everybody. Like, that's a big thing as well. People don't talk about that as much. College isn't for everybody. So if you're in high school now and you see like, oh, school is not for you, that's perfectly fine. Like, do not let people trick you into thinking in a way, or persuade you into thinking, oh, you gotta go to college to be successful. No, you absolutely do not. There's trade school, you can work, like,
there's several other options,
there's other things
college.
And I'm not gonna pretend like I have all the answers and I know all of the other routes, because like obviously the route we chose is college. But there are a bunch of other options, so look into that as well if you feel like college is not for you. That is a-okay.
Touch on that, y'all. Like they were saying, make sure you count the cost before you come here. Not just the financial cost, but also the mental cost, the social cost. Like, if you know in your heart, like, you really don't want to go to college and maybe you want to try it or whatever, that's your decision. But make sure you just take into consideration the amount of work that you're required to do, the amount of studying, the amount of whatever it is. Because being a college student, although, like, you know, we're getting used to the swing of things, like Zora said, we're adjusting. It's not for the weak.
It's really not. It's really not.
Like, it's really not for the weak. So you're gonna have to do what you have to do, and yes, you'll find friends, but also you're in this kind of alone. Like, it's you versus yourself. And yes, we have our own group here, but at the end of the day, we gotta focus on what we want to do. Like, what's the next for us? So just make sure you count the cost, and don't let nobody force you to come to college, because again, that's going to be financial burden, mental burden, emotional burden that you're going to have to deal with.
Right. I like that. Count the cost.
Right.
I'm going to put that. Count the cost. I'm just kidding, because I really like that. And that's a really great point, actually. Like, it's a lot. Even, I'm pretty sure everybody has been through stuff in their life, whether you're in college right now, whether you're not. Like, you already know how hard life is in general within itself. So now you're adding college onto it. And y'all, high school does not prepare you for college at all.
No.
At
no
all. And we was just talking about this. They do not prepare you for
how
college.
Many times.
Y'all, like, I promise, high school you could skate by. You could skate by.
You could.
And in high school, it's like, as long as you memorize whatever information they give you, you take that little quiz, that little exam, and write it out the same way they gave it back to you. Like, you're good. You're green.
It don't even matter what high school. It does not matter,
y'all.
You go to charter school, public school, Catholic
it don't
school.
Matter.
It don't matter.
Literally, it don't matter if you think you go to the most rigorous high school in your city.
It's really not.
Like,
it's really not.
It does not compare to college at all. And it also depends on what you're going for. All of us, we can't say too much about any other majors. We're literally...
I'm psychology,
bio, and biopsychology. So it's like 1, 2, 3, like literally. So our classes within itself are rigorous. So we can't like speak too much on, you know, what it may look like if you were to do something like business education. But either way, you're gonna be putting work in. And your professors are not babying you. They're not looking for you. They're not checking for you. They're gonna keep tabs on if you show up to class or not. Best believe, but it's on you though. And if you don't show up a certain amount of times, you're gonna have to repeat the class. Like, they're not on you. High school, they really be on you. Like, oh, why didn't you show up? Sometimes they might try to help you. Like, oh, you missed this. Here you go. You can make it up. College, you miss it, you're done.
You don't. There's no makeup work here.
There's no makeup, nothing.
No
if
extra
you wasn't
credit.
There,
no.
Right.
You missed the deadline, that's it. They're not taking it. It's a 0. Like, literally. That's it.
And we're not saying this to scare y'all because, like,
it's the reality, though.
Yeah, it is the reality for real. Like, we're going to tell y'all how it is.
So many college students, like, they came and talked to me personally, and it's like, they'll tell me all this stuff, but, like, I feel like I never knew any of this stuff prior to coming in. Like, it's so different when I'm actually experiencing it versus hearing other people's experiences.
Literally. And I know, like, we're just coming out of high school.
We're still fresh.
Right. So we're still trying to talk to other people who have more experience than us, you know. And as we're getting the experience, we're trying to share with y'all because we are still connected to people who are still in high school and stuff like that. So we're trying to share it with y'all so that y'all know, like, know what you're getting yourself into for real. Don't be afraid because, like, life is an experience within itself. And overall, college, they'll say, like, oh, it's the best 4 years of your life. You meet so many great people and you have so many opportunities. All of that, I'm sure, like, that may be true. And we're going to find out, you know?
We are.
But we're also going to tell y'all, like, especially if you're on your way to this path, like, really be prepared. We want y'all to get ready now because we were not as prepared as we feel like we needed to be. So we're kind of just trying to help y'all in that aspect.
It just hits you in the face. And
yes,
honestly,
that is
like,
super true.
It's you either let it make you or break you. Honestly. So.
Literally, you will have tough times. That's life, y'all. Like, that's life. Like, you're gonna have tough moments. You're gonna feel like giving up, whatever. It's gonna get hard.
Like, you're going through it right now in high school. I'm pretty sure you are. Like,
exactly.
It's gonna happen in college too.
Right. And you have to be there for yourself. But getting back to kind of when you were saying, like, you know, you find your people, make sure you surround yourself with people who are going to be just as hardworking, just as motivated, just as ambitious, just as diligent as you, because it's really about who you surround yourself with as well. Like, that's really what plays a big part in your experience. Because yeah, you may be a leader, you know, like you may not be the follower type where, oh well, I don't care if they doing this over there, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna have to do. But at the end of the day, if you're surrounding yourself with people who are not doing what they need to do and you're constantly around them, you're gonna fall into the trap.
It is so easy to get influenced.
You are going to fall into the trap.
So
like
easy.
Whether you're strong-minded or not, like you're consistently around that, so you're constantly consuming that, and it's about energy as well too. So you're constantly around that, you're going to fall into the trap.
And peer pressuring too. Peer pressuring is a real thing. They will try to get you and be like, oh, you can miss this one class, like it's cool. Yeah, that's gonna become a habit. One class is gonna turn into literally the whole semester at this point.
Literally, because you're gonna get so comfortable. Because I'll just tell y'all, it really takes like discipline to get up. You're getting yourself up. You setting that alarm. You waking up on time. You're getting yourself ready. You knowing what time you gotta leave out of the door to get to your class. Your class might be all the way across campus like me. So you know you have to leave out at like 7:45 if your class is at 8 o'clock and you gotta walk across campus. Like, that's little stuff that you have to know. So if you're not paying attention to that and you like, oh well, I'm gonna just get this one class today, now you're gonna get so comfortable with, oh well, maybe just one more day
will turn into,
oh maybe just one more
weeks,
and now you done missed the week.
You done missed the semester. Now you done missed semester is done.
Literally. And it goes by so fast, y'all. The semester goes by so fast. We're literally almost
done. We're
done.
already a month and change into this.
We're almost done.
We're
about to be at midterms. Like, how? And I feel like we just got here.
We literally just got here.
It goes by time. And I was saying this in the beginning. Time does not wait for anybody. So you need to be on top of what you need to be on top of now. Like, really be around people that you know. Like, if you know that your goal is to succeed, like, which I will hope all of y'all goal is to succeed. I hope that y'all do succeed. But surround yourself with people who got that same mindset. They trying to succeed as well. Another point, like, just when it comes to socializing, we was talking about that a little bit. Y'all know, like, you know, you get to college, you got that freedom or whatever. You want to go to parties, you want to have fun, have a good time. That's all cool, that's all fine, that's all dandy. But for one, you need to know, like, how to prioritize, like, your studies. Especially, like I was saying, remember what you're there for. We already touched on remember what you're here for. So just remember that. And then also, like, managing your time. So, you know, okay, it's a party tonight, but you have an exam in 2 days. Did you study for that exam? Or you just gonna party the weekend
for that exam?
Right. So you have to, if you need to make a schedule, you need it to be visual, do that. Like, but make sure you stay on top of your stuff. And even when it does come to parties, y'all, be very, 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 very careful. Especially if you are a girl. If you are a female, if you identify as a female, whatever the case may be very careful. People in general, but I'm speaking specifically because we are females, so we can really speak from experience, you know. Be very careful because it gets scary out here.
There are crazy people out here.
They're crazy people. I'm pretty sure y'all already know it's crazy people in the world, but like
it's crazy people when you get to college.
Yeah,
too.
Be very careful. Here we could give y'all a few little tips, like stuff that we even do when it comes to each other, because we really look out for each other as we should. Like, we're close, we're getting even closer, y'all. So like, we really look out for each other in that way, to be like, okay, sometimes we do have like late classes or whatever, and by the time we come outside, it's dark outside. So it'd be like, if you walking by yourself, call somebody that you trust, call them while you're walking.
Do that.
For the most part, we be together, y'all. But we got our group chat. We call each other. Be on the phone while you walking, like the whole time, whole entire time till you get to your room, till you get to wherever you need to go. Literally on the phone with each other. Or if you're going to a party or something, go with people that you trust. Go with people that you at least know, because you don't want to just be out here by yourself, basically. Like, yeah, you may be with a group of people, but do you know those people? Did you just meet them a week ago, and now y'all just decided to go to a party, and now you're going to the party, and now you getting drunk, and you come up missing, or now you're getting drunk and you don't know what happened the next, like, y'all, you have to
That's
be
another
safe.
thing,
Like,
too.
you gotta be safe for real and responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are at a party, another thing too, when it comes to like drinks or whatever, like let's say you are drinking, it don't matter what you're drinking. If you have a drink, if you put your cup down, you leave it there. And if you don't want to leave it there, you want to pick it up, maybe you want to clean after yourself, whatever. Or if somebody tell you, oh, you left your cup, you pick it up, you do not drink from that cup.
Throw it out.
Do not drink it.
Throw it out.
You literally throw it out, because anybody could have put anything in your drink and nobody got time for that. Or even
you could always get a new drink. Remember
you can
that.
always
you can
get a new drink.
one.
Like, it's never that serious. I don't care if it was a little sip in there. You better leave that little sip in that cup or in the garbage.
I don't care if it was full. Just
that too.
You can get another one.
You can get another one.
Get another one.
You can definitely get another one. It's never that serious. Like, or you could go somewhere else and get something to drink, y'all. That it's not worth your life.